It's a lovely day again, dry, mid-September. I'm back down at the Windmill Gardens in Bobber's Mill in Nottingham. I'm going to catch up with Lucy, the Nottingham Forager. Lucy, it's been a year or so, I think, since I've been down here at the, well, I call it an allotment. It's a garden really, isn't it?
Yeah, so this whole space is a community allotment or a community garden with lots of different areas, lots of different sections with lots of different things happening in it. And we've just come from the main gardens, which is where most of the growing happens. And now we're headed to the real wild space, which is our more natural area of the garden, where things are left a little bit more to their own devices. Yes, so we've got, we're about to enter the space now. We've spent around just over a year kind of clearing it out and getting to the point where we're almost finished. You'll see there's still little corners where stuff needs to be finished off, but on the most part we've created this lovely walk around area where people can come and relax and enjoy nature. And we're not the only ones that are enjoying it now as well. We've got footprints, we've got tracks here from different animals. We are about to install some wildlife cameras, so hopefully we can capture those and see exactly who it is that's visiting us when we're not here. But we know we've definitely had badgers, ducks, squirrels, potentially a couple of deer has been spotted as well. So we're hoping deer around here, would you believe? So we're really hoping to be able to capture those on camera.
How do you reckon they might have got in?
So this is a really big green stretch that runs. There's sort of different allotments that run all the way down here, and there have been deer spotted around here before. Whether they're coming from kind of Woollerton end, we're not sure, but there's definitely been sightings of them around here and signs that they've kind of been in the gardens. So we'd be very happy to see them. Well, you'll see as we go around, we've not done too much. Most of it has been laying the path so people can access the area, and then just seeing what grows. And we've had so many lovely plants and things sort of emerge without us really having to do very much at all. And for me as a forager, this really is kind of a little forager's paradise. We've got huge big old hazelnut trees, we've got walnut, crabapple, apple, plum. There's just all sorts happening here, as well as the wildlife, lots of wild food as well.
It's certainly greened over since I last came down.
Yes, and that's what we've really noticed, is that it didn't take much from us to get this place working. So we removed a lot of rubbish, we took away brambles and some nettles. We've made a few plantings here and there, but most of this stuff was just kind of waiting to pop out.
And you mentioned you might have plans for next door.
Yeah, so just between these two trees, there's going to be a hole created in the hedge, and we've taken on the contract for the next allotment plot. So the plan is to create a similar space or an extension to this area to make it even bigger, even better, and so we can allow more groups to come down and use it. And we've had our first few groups starting to come down and utilise the space now as well. So we've had brownies and guides and lots of children's groups. We do yoga down here, but mainly it's just a nice place to come and sit and relax.
What are sort of long-term plans for next door going forward, if that transpires?
Yeah, so the idea is to extend the path to make it a bigger walk around, so it's a longer space to go around, and then look at some different styles of seating and hopefully some more water features, as well as when we're talking about wildlife spaces, having those water parks can be really, really helpful. It's nice for us to see, but it's also we get a different variety of plants, and it attracts more wildlife here as well, which is what we want.
And have you got any foraging things coming up? Because I know you do stuff outside of Windmill.
So I'm always out and about foraging, and I've got some different mushroom walks coming up between now and the end of October. But I'll also be doing a showcase of Nottingham's fungi here on Pumpkin Day. So at the end of October, we do a big pumpkin themed celebration here at the gardens, and the wild space. We may have the odd pumpkin dotted about, but we're going to be focusing more on mushrooms down this end. So that'll be an opportunity for people to come and have a look at the sorts of things they could be finding themselves. And then this is the last bit to go. So this is the bit we'll be working on over the next month, getting rid of this final lot of rubbish.
Was this a shed before then?
This was an old shed, yes,
Yeah.
that unfortunately was too damaged to save. We did have a look at trying to kind of keep it. It was a beautiful old shed, but it just wouldn't have been safe. And we're quite keen for this section here to be a children's area. So we're going to open it up once the rubbish is cleared. There'll be some planting areas for children to kind of get a bit hands-on, and then hopefully some nice teepees or a little swing in the corner as well.
And just remind people of your socials.
Yep, so I'm the Nottingham Forager, and you can find me on Facebook or Instagram.